Morning, everyone. It's Glen Kelloway from the basement from Orlando, Florida. Beautiful day today. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this. Last day in Orlando. We're heading home tomorrow back to Canada. I'll be home Friday evening with a stop in Roanoke, Virginia to visit Sam St. John and pick a few tunes, have a bite to eat, and love my visits with Sam. Today I wanted to talk about band names, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, I have this Glen Kelloway rule that if I don't like your band name, there's a good chance I'm not going to buy your records or even give you a chance. And I've got at least a half a dozen examples of that, and then a couple other examples of names that I just don't like, but I have heard their music. And also at the same time, I came up a list of best names. I think I came up with 10 or 11 names just off the top of my head that I think are really cool. Some of these bands I actually bought their first records when they came out based on the band name and the cover of the album. So I want to start off with one that I had trouble ranking or putting in worst or best, the name The Beatles. It's I think if the Beatles came out in 2022 and I heard that name, I would totally disregard it. And but back in the day when they came up with the name, it was inspired by Buddy Holly and the Crickets. They changed Crickets to Beatles, and because of beat music, which was kind of the term used back then, they changed the Beatles to Beatles, which was kind of inventive and cool. So I'm not sure where to rank the Beatles name. It's certainly iconic now, the logo and everything. I mean, it's just like it's special. So I'm just going to leave it out. I didn't put it in any ranking whatsoever. I would be interested in your opinion and whether you guys think that's a good name or not, because I'm torn if I was actually having to rank it. So let's do the worst names. I'm going to give a couple honorable mentions, and then I'm going to do my top 6. So Wean. What a stupid friggin' name Wean is. Like, it's just a dumb name. I'm sorry. But who would sat in a room and they went, hey, let's name our band. Let's call it Wean. That's bad. Second name, Toto. I can't even stand saying the word Toto. I feel like a little kid or something, like Toto. And they were pretty popular back in the day. I think they're a bunch of studio musicians or something, and they had a couple of hits, but I didn't care about them. I've never owned a Toto record, and stop making me say Toto. Number 6, now we get down to the names that I have never owned one of these records, will never own one of these records, never want to listen to any of their music, because their names turn me off so much that I and there's a couple here just because I actually have heard the music. You can't help but to hear it, but I don't like the name at all. Number 6, uh-huh. 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 No. Sorry. Number 5, Goo Goo Dolls. Oh my God. Just a horrendous name. And they weren't a bad band, although I've never owned any of their records. Number 4, Foo Fighters. What a frickin' nightmarish name. Foo Fighters. It's absolutely awful. These guys are probably the biggest rock band in the frickin' planet now, and over the past 10, 15 years or how long they've been around. But that name, when I first heard it, I went, oh, you gotta be kidding me, Foo Fighters. Again, who thought of that? Number 3, the. What the fuck is a name like that? The. Horrid. Number 3. Number 2. These two rank right up there. This is it for me. Number 2, Chumbawamba. And I understand they were from Liverpool. Chumbawamba. Give me a break. Number 1. And when I was on the Larry Graves live chats, I called this band the Rule, the Glen Kelloway Rule. It's the Oingo Boingo Rule. Oingo Boingo. My Oingo Boingo Rule, and people would ask me, I'd say that means that any band that has a name as bad as Oingo Boingo, They don't exist in my world. So that's my worst list. Now my best list, and in no particular order. King Crimson. What a great name. I just love that name. King Crimson. So cool. Jethro Tall. When I first saw that name on their first album, it attracted me. I looked at the cover and went, Jethro Tall. That's cool. Which one's Jethro? Pink Floyd. What a great name. Again, which one's Pink? Yeah, what a cool name. Named after two old blues guys. It's awesome. How about the Stones coming up with Rolling Stones from a Muddy Waters song? I mean, Rolling Stones. That's freaking awesome. Who knew at the time, though, when the Stones came out in '64, that came from inspired by our Muddy Waters song? We didn't know at the time. Nobody knew what blues was until the British guys came and shoved it down our throats. Led Zeppelin. Oh man, when I saw that album sitting on the shelf with the Zeppelin and the Led Zeppelin written on it, and that instant purchase. Grateful Dead. What a cool name. Grateful Dead. Dire Straits. Love the name Dire Straits, man. Just a great name. Steppenwolf. That just reeks of Born to Be Wild, doesn't it? You hear that name and you know that music's going to be freaking good. Canadian name, Tragically Hip. Oh, Tragically Hip. Think about that. What a great freaking name. Uriah Heep. Love that name. And Mothers of Invention. Mothers of Invention is a really cool name. Yeah, so that's my list. It'll be a short video. But please, let me know your favorites and your least favorites. I'd be interested in hearing, and especially your thoughts on the Beatles. And yeah, so do me a favor, guys. I'm going to start saying this at the end of my video. Please press the like button. I understand that helps with algorithms or something. I don't even know what an algorithm is. But supposedly it's going to help with my algorithm, so maybe I'll feel better. So please, I notice I'll get like 300 views on a video and 25 likes. So I'm not sure if people just don't push the like button or they don't like it. So if you don't like it, don't push the button. That's fine. But if you like it, please, just go up to the top left corner there with a thumbs up and give it a push. Love you guys very much. Have a great day.